Hey everyone, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps. Today I'm going to share just a couple tips of how to add some detailed interest to your stenciled backgrounds. So I am using the Layering Streams stencil, and I think this is a really cute stencil. So this has 3 layers to it. I'm starting with the first layer, and so you have your little streamers here. And I am using some Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated inks. This first color is Peony, then Sunbeam, Limalicious, Sweets, and then Mandarin. And there's 5 colors, but like 7 little streamers here. So I'm having to repeat a couple of the colors. I'm just using some small blender brushes. Normally I would use Honeybee Stamp blender brushes, but I just didn't have that many for these colors. So I'm going to just finish with this first layer. Then when you bring in the second layer, it's the second part to these streamers. So as you can see, it doesn't look like a streamer, but when you add this second stencil, now it's going to finish off these streamers. So I'm going to alternate the colors. So I'm going to start with the the Limalicious, and then work my way around the color. So now we've got these fun alternating colors of these streamers, which I think is really, really cute. Then there's a third stencil that's going to bring in some confetti pieces, and I'm going to use the color Ocean for that. And you can see how easy this is to blend a background. Now, like I said at the beginning, I just want to share a couple simple, quick, easy tips to kind of add some dimension and or interest to your stenciled background, because sometimes I think stencils can feel a little flat. I don't think these do, because you can add a couple colors to them, but you also can do something else to kind of liven that up, which is what I'm going to show you here in just a little bit. Now here is that confetti layer, and again I'm just using the Ocean color to bring that in, and I just love how bright and bold these colors are. I've really been into soft colors lately, but now I'm like, let's bring in a punch of color. I am using the big Buzzword stamp and coordinating die. I'm stamping the word big with the Ocean ink. I'm getting that quite a few times so I can get a really nice, good color. And then I'm going to use the coordinating die for this. There's a few coordinating dies, but it doesn't cut out the word big, the one that I'm using, as one whole thing. It actually cuts out each individual letter. So I'm going to tape that in place with some low-tack tape and run that through my die cut machine. And then, like I usually do, I'm going to die cut this again a couple more times from white cardstock. I do that because I want to add dimension behind these sentiments, and I like to kind of have that solid chipboard look. So gluing 3 or 4 or 5 layers of this together is going to give you that look. So I've got the white layers here with some Honeybee Stamps glue and their reverse tweezers. Reverse tweezers are fantastic for something like this. You don't get your fingers all sticky, but I'm going to finish adhering those. And then I have another piece of white cardstock, A2 size. The other piece is trimmed down about 1/8 of an inch on all sides, but I'm bringing in the Ocean and inking up the edges so that way this can match the stamped sentiment. Then I have one more sentiment that I'm going to stamp that says Birthday Wishes from the big Buzzword stamp set, and I am going to stamp that with the Sweets ink and then trim that out with my paper trimmer. Okay, let's get this together. I'm going to adhere that to the mat, and then I will adhere that to a white A2 size card base, and then I want to line up my sentiments. And as you can see, this card is coming together so easy. It's really super cute, and this would be a great card to mass produce. Even if you didn't die cut multiple letters, even if you just stamped it and made a 1-layer card, you absolutely could do that with this card design. So let's glue these into place. I did pop up that Birthday Wishes sentiment with some foam tape. Now we are going to add the details. So if you guys watch me, you guys know I love a white gel pen, and I can't say it enough. It's such a good thing to add to your cards. So, and to your images, to die cut letters, to anything. So I'm going to add some white lines and dots to all of these streamers in the background. Some of your images, it's going to make it look like it's shiny. Others, it's going to give a look of dimension, which I think it's giving kind of a look of dimension on the streamers. Now, I will also add that to the big sentiment, which to me makes it look shiny. So I think it just kind of depends on what your image is, how this is going to look. This is a quick and easy, simple tip, trick, whatever you want to call it, to add some interest to your card design. So I'm going to finish out the word big. And as you can see now, those streamers in the back pop a little bit more because we added those white highlights. And then the same with the sentiment. I feel like it looks a little shiny. One more thing you can do to your background is either add some sequins or some kind of drop, like Nuvo crystal drop or some liquid pearls, something like that. So I am using Caribbean Ocean Nuvo crystal drops, and I'm just adding a little bit of that to the background. That's going to give you a little bit of dimension. And then of course, just interest because you've got these beautiful colors and you can obviously use any color you want. So it's just really easy to just add some little things like that to a simple stenciled background, but it really adds a lot to your card design. So I'm going to finish with that, and then look at how cute that is. I mean, the number one, the stencil is fantastic, but then those little couple things that you can do just add more interest to your card. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. I hope those little tips helped you today, and I will be back with another video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.